Hello, everyone. My name is Mira. I am a current student in Srini's Vedic Astrology course called Divine Light Jyotish. It's basically seeing astrology through light. So this course is a high-level Vedic astrology course consisting of 12 sessions, each session around 2 hours each, and it takes place twice on the weekend. So the past session that just occurred, series one, consisted of about 15 students from around the world. We covered a variety of topics, such as like understanding the reasoning behind why certain planets are considered benefic versus malefic, as well as just the general characteristics of the planets itself. So if we thought we would go over the syllabus, so I'm just going to quickly share my screen and we could review what the syllabus of Srini's course looks like. Okay, so we have 12 sessions. You could see the Excel sheet, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you have 12 sessions. So the overall, sorry. So the session one we did was basically understanding Jyotish, so divine light. We talked about some basic astronomy and astrology, and then throughout this course we moved deeper into understanding things like the divisional charts, understanding the foundations of these divisional charts. We learned things like why the Vimshottari Mahadasha is 120 years. And also we looked at different things like the zodiacs and the planets, which of these are part of the team A versus team B. We also did a brief overview, reviewing things about Mahadashas, the remedies associated with the various Mahadashas, and the planets associated with each Mahadasha, which are benefic Mahadashas for which ascendants and nakshatras. So it was overall very high level. We also, near the end of the session, we did a few chart readings of different like very popular, well-known people in the world. And we also reviewed principles of muhurtas and the reasons behind muhurtas, why we choose certain times for doing auspicious things like buying a car, buying a house, having marriage. So it was overall, the course, I would say, was a great course. And I would definitely recommend it for anybody that's interested in learning Vedic astrology. And overall, it just started with teaching just the basics. So overall, in the beginning, it was more of basic concepts of Vedic astrology, but as we went through the sessions, we took a deep dive into Vedic astrology itself, and it was guided by Srini, who's also been learning astrology for over 20 years, and more Vedic astrology from 2013. So he basically gave us his knowledge, which honestly is not really written in any books. So it was great to learn everything that he has learned throughout his years learning Vedic astrology. So I would say it's very different than your typical Vedic astrology course. And you're definitely not going to find the content that we learned here in books. And I would definitely recommend this course for anyone that's interested in learning Vedic astrology, and just wanting to know anything further about astrology, chart readings. If you want to understand your chart more, I definitely would recommend this course. And yeah, so with that, I would let Srini, he could give a brief introduction about himself and his experience so far with teaching this course. For us, we are basically his first cohort of students. So Srini, you could give a little.
Sure. Thank you, Mira. Thank you. Much appreciated. Just to clarify, I started my Vedic astrology journey since the 90s, but prior started first with Western, and kind of in 2000, that's when I started, Vedic astrology. And I kind of went into consulting and practice, and from the theoretical to the practical part in 2013. So it's been a journey, and the journey goes on, and I'm very happy to have done this first session just a couple of months ago, and in August we started. So it went very well, and Mira is also one of the students, part of the class as well, and we're planning to do the same series one in next month. And if you need to get in touch with me, you can see my email address here. right? Or my phone number as well. And my email is the best way to contact me for additional information. Yeah. And this is a little bit of my background. I work in the fashion industry. I've kind of studied the fashion industry pretty much. So I'm pretty much into the fashion industry, and Vedic astrology is also my passion other than the profession of what I do in fashion. Yeah. And as Mira said, this is going to be a part of C4 series, right? We are only talking about series 1, which is kind of planning to start from next month, and I'm yet to decide the date when in next month. Yeah. And I believe Mira already covered in terms of the syllabus. And yeah, so I'm going to keep it short. Thank you again, Mira, for kind of putting this out. And for next steps in terms of enrollment, you can send an email to the address mentioned here. And thank you again. Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks, Mira.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Julie.
guys. Yeah.
And I would definitely recommend this course for anybody wanting to learn more about Vedic astrology itself.
Thank you.